Welcome to live coverage of Republic Tigers baseball as the Tigers get set to take on the Rogersville Wildcats. Rogersville 4-1, Republic 3-4, coming off a weekend in which they lost 2 games on Saturday, including a heartbreaker against Glendale. Gave up 5 runs late and lost to the Falcons in their second game of the day. On Saturday morning, they got beat by Jackson. Probably, racking my memory, best hitting high school team I've ever seen. They beat Republic 16-1, and it was line drive after line drive. It wasn't one of those where the pitching staff just couldn't throw strikes. They were pounding the ball 1 through 9, and so Cade White on the hill for the Tigers will try to right the ship. Republic 3-4, and as I mentioned, Rogersville is 4-1. David Brazil alongside Jack Cook. You can probably hear in our microphones the wind whipping. It is blowing out to, that's pretty much blowing at the left field foul pole. But you get the ball in the air, and if it's blowing as hard as, if it keeps blowing as hard as it is, then it's going to be a long day for the pitchers.
Yeah, if you're a right-handed batter today, no excuse why you shouldn't be putting 1 yard, in my opinion. I mean, it is really moving out there to left field. And but Cade White, really good stuff on the mound in Cade White, and as you said, looking to right the ship. Prone to being a little bit wild at times, but really good stuff from the sophomore.
And he will pitch out of the stretch. And he throws a strike to start things off against Logan Taylor. Taylor, the designated hitter, followed by Blythe Blakey and Hunter Lewis, due up in the first inning for Rogersville. I wonder if, and I did not see Cade White pitch a couple of innings against Glendale, so I don't know what he did then, but I wonder if he's going out of the stretch because of the wind.
Yeah, not a bad option. I'm not sure exactly what White normally does, but with the wind blowing as hard as it is, definitely not a bad idea to just eliminate one more of those variables. You know, in the stretch from the windup is one of those things that you can't control as a pitcher.
Count is 2-1. I got here early, went out to center field, set up the camera, and was all ready to go. Got the video working, and then had to send Jack out before the game because the wind had blown the camera. So we went out, got it centered on home plate again, came back in, and it was pointed somewhere between home plate and third base. So hit batsman now. Taylor turned away from it, but didn't get all the way out of the way. And that is a leadoff hit batsman. I think that was a hit batsman. I think it was ball 4.
I'm not sure. Ken Knierim said ball 4, and then, but I think the umpire kind of made a motion that it was a hit by pitch.
Yeah, it was 2-2. Looking at the scoreboard,
yep.
It was 2-2.
Well, that'll do it too.
So Blythe Blakey comes to the plate, and the first pitch to him is a strike. And so far, Cade White throwing strikes better than he did on Saturday when he struggled with his control.
And we saw a little bit of a piece of that against the leadoff man for Logan Rogersville. Just big breaking ball from White, and that one just ran in a little too far inside on the left-handed batter, and he's down there at first.
Snap throw down to try to get Taylor, and that was a close play.
Well, he's having to run against the wind.
That's true. He is diving back in. Beckner is behind the plate in this one, and that one is low and away. And we got a balk. So White commits the balk.
Logan Taylor advancing.
Logan Taylor hits down to second base, and he's there with a 1-1 count on Blakey, the third baseman. Ace McWaters at third, Devin Hughes at short, Connor Sandridge at second, and the pitch a called strike. And the first baseman is Trace Harrington. Designated hitter today is Tyler Burks. Already mentioned that Beckner is behind the plate, and there's a swing and a chopper foul outside of third. And the outfield, left to right, is Gunnar Ellison, Garrett Lester, and Drew Schroeder.
That chopper down to third rolled with the wind just about to the track down there. It's
Yes.
a ways down the line.
Yeah, it is way down there. Just from bouncing it high. It was a high hopper. I mean, when it's blowing so hard, I think you could hit a high hopper and it would go over the infield. 2-1 the count, 2-2 the count now to Blakey with Hunter Lewis waiting on deck.
And this whole campus is just a wind tunnel, essentially, up here on a little bit of a hill, and you feel it whenever you're outside, but it's about as bad as I've seen it out here today.
Thank goodness we don't have soccer today, because it's always worse over there. That's a little bit higher.
Yeah, I'm looking at the poor tennis courts over there, and I've been there in these conditions many a time, and I am not missing it today, I'll tell you that.
3-2 the count to Blakey, and the next pitch from White. No, we've got a timeout called by Blakey. Blakey stands in from the right side as Hunter Lewis, the first baseman, waits for his turn next. 3-2 pitch on the way, and a swing and a shot into center field, and Lester goes back, reaches up, and it's off his glove, misjudged it, rolls to the track. Ellison picks it up, throws it in, but the run's going to score, and that is an error on Lester that allows Blakey to go down to second base. I wonder if the wind maybe had something to do with that. Didn't come to right where the spot was that he expected, and he misjudged it. In comes the runner. No RBI on the play, and that's an EA.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. You saw Lester been pretty solid out there in center field to start off the season, and he was coasting under that one, and then, as you said, just carried a little bit further than he anticipated. And you saw there after the replay, Harrington coming over to White on the mound trying to get him to settle down just a little bit. You know, that one's not totally on him, and so now he's got to settle in for the middle of the order.
So Hunter Lewis, the first baseman, stands in from the right side and slices it foul off to the right. Bounces through the parking lot. Noah Caro, the cleanup hitter, is the catcher, and he waits on deck as that pitch is a ball to Hunter Lewis. And the count is 2-1 to Lewis. And that one stays high, ball 3. You mentioned earlier, White's got good stuff.
Yeah, he does. Just getting the stuff into the zone at times is the problem, and especially against a good Logan Rogersville team like this. That if you go over the heart of the plate too many times, they'll make you pay for it. Especially on a day like today, as the second walk of the game.
And that is ball 4, so a walk to Lewis.
First and second, nobody out.
Or rather, the first walk of the game. The first one was a hit by pitch after we straightened that out. But either way, 2 free passes from White.
Scoreboard says 2-0, but that's not right. It's 1-0. Unless this is the 4th batter in my lineup card, and there's 2 guys on and 1 guy scored.
Nobody out. Yeah,
I think they just inadvertently put up an extra run.
And there was a good piece of pitching right there, and a nice breaking ball on the outside corner. Need to get that in early for White.
So 0-1 to Noah Caro. Clay Palin waits on deck. There goes the runner down to third. Beckner fires down plenty of time, and he is out. And that was a great throw by Gavin Beckner, who came up firing and threw out Blythe Blakey.
And I'm not sure exactly what the move was right there for Logan Rogersville, because that was really not close down there at third base, and then the runner on first didn't take off either, so it wasn't a double steal. So
I wonder if it was a missed sign.
Something was miscommunicated right there for the Wildcats.
That's a break, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
Break for the Tigers, and White now has a runner on first with 1 out. And Caro facing a 2-ball, 1-strike count.
Beckner had the wind behind that throw down to third base. I clocked it at about 98 miles an hour going down there.
True. It's lucky he didn't throw it over McWater's head.
Yeah, easy to do on a day like today.
Throw over by White. And the next one is swung on and missed. Throw down, and they send Hunter Lewis scampering back in there. He dives in head first safely, 2-1. They're paying a lot of attention to him. He's the one that didn't run earlier, but they want to make sure he stays put. So 1 out. Score is 1-0. The scoreboard is wrong. And That ball is outside. And another throw over. Dives back in. He's safe. Three-two count, one out. And a swing and a miss. And he goes down on strikes. Noah Caro is retired. And that's the second out of the inning and the first strikeout for Cade White. And it brings in Clay Palin, the second baseman.
I like that sequence right there from White. Get ahead early and then using the breaking ball often in that at-bat, and then throws the fastball right by him about the belt level. Gets the swinging strike three.
And that first pitch to Palin just missed, a little bit high. Beckner tried to frame it, didn't get the call. So it's 1-0. And a swing and a grounder foul outside of first. Harrington over and waves his glove at it and says, well, I'm going to go back to my position now. Let somebody from the Rogersville dugout get it.
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
That's right. 1-1. Top of the first inning. And a curveball dropped in. That is a good curveball, and that's one of the things that White does so well is spot that curve. And it's 1-2 now to Clay Palin. And a swing and a line drive through the hole on the right side. It's going to be a base hit. Nice piece of hitting. It was in on the hands, and Palin fought it off. First hit of the game for Rogersville. Lewis goes down to second, and it brings in Tesson Pringer.
The batter for the Wildcats, right fielder number 23, Tesson Pringer.
Pringer, the right fielder, stands in from the right side, facing White. Runners on first and second, two down, and the first pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Beckner. Haven't seen Beckner behind the plate a whole lot. He's pitched a couple of times, played some third, but for the most part, it's been Wyatt Woods. A couple weeks before the season started, Kurt Plotner said he thought really it would be more split time. Wasn't sure how that would work out.
That's news to me. I wasn't even aware that Beckner was a catcher. I've only ever seen him at third base or pitching.
And that one gets away from him, and runners advance to second and third.
Ball back to the screen, runners advance.
Watch that one again, but I think that's probably a pass ball. No, it was in the dirt. It was lower than I thought, so wild pitch.
Yeah, in the dirt, Beckner didn't really just kind of stab with the backhand at that one. Didn't really make a real effort to slide over and block that one. And but again, White with two outs now, so no harm unless he puts one in the gap.
3 balls, 1 strike. There is a base open now for Pringer, and Ross Lawrence waits on deck. Lawrence is center fielder and the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Well, if the Tigers can get out of this with only 1 run scoring, and there's a fastball on the inside corner, that will be a success. Again, the scoreboard says 2, but unless I missed a batter when I wrote down my lineup and then missed him again, coincidentally, when he batted, I think only 1 run scored.
I can confirm your scorebook matches who is at the plate right now. And there's the put-away stuff.
So there's the strikeout of Pringer, and White works out of the jam. He does give up 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Rogersville on top, 1-0. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them on.
There was a time when these kids didn't have access to health care at school. If they needed a doctor, someone had to take them. Not anymore. In more than 15 counties throughout Missouri, Cox Health now offers virtual visits in school, so parents won't have to change plans or leave work to get their kids quality care. And kids, well, they can get back to school and learning and thriving. Virtual visits in schools from Cox Health. It's the right thing.
Now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Looking to sell or trade your car? Pettiger Chevrolet may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Pettiger Chevrolet has the knowledge with no hassle or gimmicks to make your car shopping experience easy. Don't settle for what's left on a lot. Check out our selection of quality local trades at Pettiger Chevrolet, and we may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Pettiger Chevrolet in Republic, or view the complete inventory at PettigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pettiger every time.
Top of the first underway. Connor Sandridge steps in for the Tigers, and the first pitch from Tanner Peterson is a called strike. Sandridge, Ellison, Beckner due up in the first inning for the Tigers. And that one is inside off the plate. Count even 1-1. Sandridge hitting .391 on the season. He's got 8 RBIs. He scored 6 runs, and he takes a ball. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Sandridge.
And .391 will play from the leadoff spot. That'll play anywhere in the lineup.
That's true. And a swing and a miss. Swung through a breaking pitch, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wind has shifted a little bit. Now instead of blowing kind of toward the foul pole in left field, it's blowing straight out to left field. So if he can just pop one up on the infield, could be a home run. There's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. He was way out in front, and Sandridge goes down on strikes. Gunnar Ellison comes to the plate.
Now there's not an excuse for left-handed batters not to get one out today either if it's just blowing dead center. I mean, as hard as it is, both sides of the plate today.
Gunnar Ellison hitting .350. His on-base percentage is .480. He's had a great start to the season, and he steps in there with a 1 out here in the first, and he swings and tips it off the catcher. And they will give Noah Caro a little bit of time to shake that one off, dust off the plate, and now he's ready to go, and so everybody will get back in there and go again.
I felt like, and I could be wrong here because I've been to less games, but I feel like I haven't seen a lot of power from really anyone up and down this Republic lineup, but some nice high averages and on-base percentage for the top of the order anyway, but they're doing it with more of the small ball than, driving one to the wall.
Yeah, a lot different lineup from last year. Harrington has hit the ball hard a few times in the gaps. And here and there we've seen that, but yeah, for the most part it's been singles. There's a hard hit ball, foul, down the line in toward the third base side. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ellison, and he swings and misses, and he kind of waved at it the same way Sandridge did, that off-speed pitch way out in front. And the first 2 batters have fanned here in the bottom of the first inning. And it brings in Gavin Beckner catching today. Already mentioned that Tanner Peterson's the pitcher, Noah Caro the catcher, and that takes care of the battery defensively. As Peterson sends the first pitch to Beckner, and it's in the dirt. The infield is Blythe Blakey at third. Torrin Trent at shortstop. Clay Palin is the second baseman. And Hunter Lewis is at first, and that pitch is swung on.
Might come back in.
Yeah, fouled. I thought it was that one, kind of the opposite of if you hit it in play, but you're right, it didn't almost come back in, but I thought that was headed to the parking lot, and it almost landed on the bleachers, which if you know where, there's probably 10 yards between the back of the bleachers and the fence that goes to the parking lot, and it almost hit that back row on the head. because it blew back in toward the field.
And you could see it as it was developing. You could see the ball going back, and you've been to enough games here, you know where that one's going, and it just, completely died. And it started to come back towards the field of play as that one started to come down.
And, the fans had really stopped watching for it. There's a nubber up the first baseline. It's going to stay foul.
Well, that one might have blown in. I wouldn't have been.
2 balls, 2 strikes now to Beckner. The outfield for Rogersville. Left to right, Zach Higdon, Ross Lawrence, and Tayson Pringer. And out of the windup, here's the next pitch from Peterson, and it's outside, bounced up there, 3-2. And Beckner may try to work a walk here with Trace Harrington on deck. Already mentioned that Harrington has hit the ball in the gap a couple of times. And he waits for the next one. And it is outside.
Good take.
Yep, that was hard to lay off of, but
He's at first base with 2 outs.
good call by Beckner, good call by the umpire. That was a little bit off the plate. And that's ball 4, and the first base runner is on for the Tigers, and here comes Trace Harrington. We'll have a courtesy runner. First pitch to Harrington is a ball. He laid off. Brett Hendrickson is the courtesy runner. And there's a swing and a foul tip.
He was looking for that left center gap. It was a
Hendrickson,
big cut for Harrington. And honestly, the shifts that I feel like could be put on today by the outfield aren't as extreme as they could be, at least not from the Logan Rogersville side. You see the center fielder pretty far to the left of the second base bag, but other than that, it looks like pretty much straight up.
That's a ball. There goes Hendrickson. The ball was in the dirt. Late throw, and he got in there.
Runner safe at second.
Good play. And good base running by Hendrickson.
Yeah, that one did not get too far past the catcher, but a good reaction time by Hendrickson to take off as soon as that one did get past. I think it just got past the circle back here. And, in there, pretty close play down to second base.
He was taken off pretty much as soon as that ball was in the dirt. And up the middle, and we'll have a chance for a play at the plate. He's going to have to hurry if he's going to beat it, but the wind helped the Tigers on that one, I think. The throw was on line, but it just died.
Yeah, it
did. We are all tied up. Trace Harrington with the RBI single. Scores Hendrickson. Watch it again.
Wasn't a ball in the gap like we promised, but found a gap in the infield, and Hendrickson just saw the speed from him, and he's off to the races. And watch this ball just absolutely die once it gets past the dirt.
I think he'd have been out if the wind weren't blowing. That thing just hit the dirt. It looked like when it came out of his hand, he didn't throw it low. It looked like it was on line. And, boy, you don't think of the wind causing that kind of a problem. And it did. And now Harrington down at first base with 1 out, and we're all even at 1.
Yeah, the ball was hit pretty hard, and it got to the center fielder in a pretty reasonable amount of time there, and it looked like Hendrickson wasn't even quite rounding third base when that ball came in from the outfield, and did not matter today.
So Tyler Burks, the designated hitter, steps in there, and he's got a 1-1 count, batting with 2 outs. Let's see if Harrington wants to do anything off of first. Ball was in the dirt. It didn't go anywhere. It's 2-1. Peterson has to grab onto his cap. It just about blew off. If it gets off your head, it's going to end up against the fence before anybody retrieves it today. 2-1, and a check swing. That's a strike. He went around. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tyler Burks. So Republic has answered the run unearned in the first inning, scored by Rogersville with a run of its own. That one earned. And a chance to tack on more. A breaking pitch stayed high, and that is 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That was wiffle ball-esque coming in there. That had a lot of movement.
And the wind is, again, blowing straight at the pitcher, so those big sweeping curveballs are going to have a chance to be affected by the wind, and that one is in the dirt. It's ball 4. So Burks works a walk. And there are runners on first and second for Ace McWaters, the third baseman. And we'll have a visit to the mound. Well, I thought it was going to be a visit to the mound by Caro, the catcher. It's a visit to the mound by everybody. And so while they talk things over, we'll take a quick break and be back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300. Teamwear Solutions is not...
So McWaters back in there, and we are ready to go. Runners at first and second. 2 outs, and that pitch is a ball. 1-0. McWaters hitting .333 this year. And he swings and flies it into right field. The wind drives the right fielder back, but he gets back there and makes the catch. Tayson Pringer tracked it down. McWaters is retired, and so are the Tigers, but not before they even the score. They score 1 run on 1 base hit. A hit batsman, a walk, and 2 runners left. And we go to the second inning. It's 1-1.
Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Welcome back. Second inning underway, and the leadoff hitter is Ross Lawrence, the center fielder. It's Ross Lawrence, Zach Higdon, Torrin Trent, 7, 8, 9 in the order, due up against Cade White in the top of the second inning. Rogersville scored on a hit batsman, a balk, an error, and a wild pitch. No, the wild pitch came later. It was the error that scored the run. And so an unearned run in the first inning. Next pitch is a ball, and the count's even 1-1.
That's a lot of things that you do not want on the defensive side of the score sheet for 1/2 inning, and so lucky were the Tigers to come out of that with 1 run.
Line drive up the middle over the head of White and into center field, and it's a leadoff single for Ross Lawrence. So the leadoff hitter is on for the second inning in a row, and Zach Higdon, the left fielder, steps to the plate.
Wildcat batter, left fielder number 7, Zach Higdon.
Now that probably should have been an out for the Tigers right there. The sacrifice bunt was on, and then the pitch was outside, so a strike called, but then the runner got caught between first and second, and Beckner, a little bit of a hesitation there, trying to decide which one he wanted to throw to. And then by the time he did throw, the throw was just a little bit offline, and at that point it was too late anyway.
Yeah, just should have run at the runner a little more, and the runner goes to third on the ball in the dirt.
Advances to third on the play.
So the Tigers having a hard time corralling the Rogersville base runners, despite throwing over, throwing from home on snap throws from the catcher in the first inning. And there's a high chopper. It is foul, wide of the bag at third, and McWaters catches it and tosses it back to Cade White. And that one in the dirt. Thought about offering at it, did Higdon, but he laid off. And the count's 2-2. Imperative that White get at least one of the next two hitters, 8 and 9. You don't want to load the bases or have this rally with nobody out and guys on base when you get back to the top of the order. There's a foul as Higdon stays alive, back off the screen.
Yeah, those bottom of the order rallies tend to sting a little bit more when you're on the receiving end of them. So definitely going to try to limit the damage before that lineup flips over.
And the curveball missed the outside corner. That's ball 3. Good idea and a good pitch, but just off the edge. And Higdon did a good job of laying off. That wasn't easy.
That's a good 2-strike pitch from White, and but now got to battle here with a full count. Got to put something over the zone, especially with the bottom of the order in the box. Gonna want to challenge here.
Three-two pitch, just about ready. Here it comes, and a line drive up the middle, past Sandridge into center field. Base hit, RBI for Zach Higdon, and Ross Lawrence comes in to score, and Rogersville takes a 2-1 lead. So the leadoff man reaches, the leadoff man scores, just like the first inning. And there is still nobody out. And Higdon is down at first base with Torrin Trent, the shortstop, coming into the plate.
Yeah, a little bit of a conversation right there between White and Beckner after that one. Not sure exactly what it was about. White looked a little bit frustrated out there. I don't know if there was a mix-up of signals or what exactly transpired right there, but solid contact nonetheless.
First pitch is a ball to Torrin Trent. Ross Lawrence, or rather Zach Higdon over at first, dives back in safely. And outside. And it looks like Trent's planning to sacrifice. That's one of those times when you want to just let him give you the out. Nobody out. That is a welcome trade defensively. Early in the game. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next one is jabbed at and bunted foul off the screen over on the right. It's 2-1.
I just saw a couple of Tigers make their way back to the dugout from the bullpen. I could not tell exactly who it was, but I would imagine that someone is warm.
And there's a bunt. White in, picks it up, takes his time, throws to first.
Sacrifice bunt laid down by
Trent is out. 1-3.
Out at first,
That's the
1-3
first
on
out
the
of the inning.
First out of the inning. Hickman advances.
And we're back to the top of the order. Logan Taylor, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. And we're going to have a pitching change. So that's a quick end to Cade White's day, and we're going to have a new pitcher come out. I don't know if it was a pitcher warming up or, yep, here comes somebody. That's Landon Carter. So Landon Carter is going to come in to pitch Rogersville lineup, and while he does that, we will take a break. It's 2-1 Rogersville right now, top of the second inning, and you're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Just about ready to go, and Landon Carter, first pitch from him is a ball, 1-0. And the next pitch is a called strike on the outside corner to Logan Taylor. Carter working out of the stretch, comes set, delivers, and that one is a breaking pitch that dives down and in on Taylor, and that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's a curveball. That one dropped in. That was a good pitch, and the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carter came in against Hillcrest in the first game of the year, miserable conditions, and walked a bunch of hitters. And he's got 6 walks, and now that one rides inside on Taylor, and he's hit by a pitch for the second time. So Taylor trots down to first, and there are runners at first and second with 1 out.
And the batter at third baseman, number 10, Blakey.
Yeah, and saw Carter come in one of the games this weekend on Friday. I don't remember which one that was, but he had a good outing in that one.
Pitched better. That Hillcrest game was one of those games where there were a couple of guys who went out there and just couldn't find the strike zone, and early in the season, you have one of those and your stats are messed up for a couple of weeks at least.
It's true.
First pitch is a strike. That one is a fly ball into shallow right field. In comes the right fielder, and he makes the catch. Drew Schroeder retires live Blakey, and that's the second out of the inning. And it brings in Hunter Lewis, the number 3 hitter in the order, who walked his first time up and was stranded.
I don't know about you, but I saw the angle on that one coming off the bat, and I forgot about the wind for a second, and I thought it was going to maybe be foul and that the right fielder was going to have to make that play and down the line, and then it was nowhere close to the to the line.
Blew right out to him. And that pitch is off the glove of Beckner, and that's going to be a pass ball as the runners advance. So second and third now for Rogersville. 2 runners in scoring position. And there's a swing and a line drive into left field. It's going to score 1 run, and that's going to do it. Beckner cuts off the throw. They throw down to second, and they get the runner trying to advance. And they say that Sandridge did not drop the ball. He pulled it out of his glove, and it came out. But a lot going on that play. Let's take another look.
Yeah, nice throw in from left field by, I believe, Ellison out there. And wasn't on line, but he got a lot on it, so I was able to hold the runner at third. And then the awareness from Beckner to snap it down to second base, and Sandridge able to hold on.
So, Lewis is retired at second after the RBI single. There were 3 hits in the inning and a hit batsman. And Rogersville leaves a runner on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning, and it is 3-1 now. Wildcats on top. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports, and they'd love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:45. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12, and that begins at 6 o'clock. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook or online at destinychurch.me. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric.
Bottom of the second, and Drew Schroeder comes to the plate. Right fielder, number 5.
Number 2, right fielder, number 5, Andrew Schroeder.
Takes a ball, and that evens the count 1-1. Schroeder has played only in 4 games. He's got 8 plate appearances, 7 at-bats, and a .571 batting average. His on-base percentage is .625, so going to get him a few more looks, and he goes up there and hacks at a high fastball, swings through it, trying to reach base to lead off the bottom of the second inning, and the Tigers trailing 3-1. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Schroeder. Garrett Lester and Devin Hughes due up after him. And he lays off a slow curveball. That's the one that got Sandridge and Ellison to start the game. Count even 2-2 to Schroeder. And he rips it down the line fair. It's a single and then bobbled by the left fielder, and Schroeder flies into second base. And he'll be there with a double. So a leadoff double for Drew Schroeder, and he continues his hot start at the plate.
Yeah, a nice piece of hitting right there on the. He took a hanging curveball up high for a ball, and then was way ahead on the fastball after that, and then stuck with it. Another breaking ball came in there, and he turned on that one, put it right down the line, and winds up at second base. What the Tigers needed, down 2 runs early.
So Schroeder's now 5 for 7, and there's a swing and a fly ball into.
That might go.
Yeah, into shallow, and it hit the outfielder on the head, I think.
Yeah,
he dove for it, and again, the wind kind of playing havoc with things. It's a fair ball and a double for Garrett Lester. So back-to-back doubles, but they failed to score because Schroeder had to hold up. What a weird play.
I think that did land right on the left fielder. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it did.
Got him, but
I think it hit him maybe in the back. But again, the wind blowing it further than the fielders are expecting it to go, and so he dives in for it, and it lands on his back.
That's tough.
Never seen that one before.
That's a tough double to give up for the for the pitcher too, man.
True.
That's hard.
So the first 2 batters have reached, Schroeder and Lester with a couple of doubles, and Devin Hughes comes in. Boy, it's hard to hit a double, and Schroeder's fast. Hit a double, and Schroeder doesn't score from second, but had to hold up. And there's a swing and a grounder back up off the glove, and now the runners are hung up, and they're going to run him back to third. Maybe they're not. Lester is going to just hang out, and finally he gets tagged out. Well,
yeah, Lester doing his best, trying to get someone the opportunity to advance, and nothing going on.
Yeah, Hughes on the fielder's choice reaches. Schroeder stays at third, and Lester out 1 unassisted. So we've seen a fly ball land on the back of an outfielder, and then a runner out 1 unassisted between second and third. 2 plays I don't think I've ever seen before in a row. And Sandridge
in a row is the kicker there.
So Sandridge comes up, and he bats with 1 out. Runners at first and third, and he swings and misses and foul tips it, I guess. Sandridge struck out his first time. Schroeder down at third, and Devin Hughes, the shortstop, is at first as he reached on that fielder's choice.
And that was a tough break for Hughes. I thought that one was going up the middle, and the pitcher just able to tip that one with the glove, and a bit of bad luck. It redirects still on the infield, and
yeah, Hughes should have. I mean, Hughes should be on second base right now. I think Lester was in that rundown long enough that if you bolt for second, they're not going to get both of you out. You at some point concede the fact they're going to get one of you out and take off. If they try to throw Hughes out going to second, then probably Schroeder scores.
Yeah, I didn't look early on in that play, but I know that toward the end of it that they did have second base covered, and so had Hughes taken off, they probably would have thrown it to him. But I think that you're right. If they had thrown it over to second base, I think they would have conceded a run in the process.
Yeah, and Lester would have gone to third. So I mean, high pop up on the infield. The third baseman has a beat on it, makes the play, and the Tigers are in danger of failing to score after back-to-back doubles to lead off the inning. Blakey makes the catch. That's the second out of the inning. Sandridge is now 0 for 2. And Gunnar Ellison, who's off to a good start at the plate, comes in there. He struck out his last time. And he'll try to salvage this inning with runners at first and third and 2 out.
Yeah, if Ellison goes down here, this is going to be one where you look back in a week at your scorebook and you're going to say, what happened
Yes.
in that bottom half of the second inning? I mean, I'm glancing down at it right now, and double fielder's choice, and no one to come across to score.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often.
First pitch is fouled off, and it's 0-1. Tigers trying to get back to 500. Breaking pitch dropped in there. Ellison laid off of it and couldn't really do anything with it, and he's in the hole. 0-2. Tanner Peterson, the Rogersville pitcher, trying to work around back-to-back doubles. And a swing and a shot into the gap in left center field, and it is caught by the left fielder, going back and making the play. The left fielder, Zach Higdon. Great play by Higdon, and Rogersville gets out of trouble.
Solid line drive by Gunnar Ellison. Lines out to left on the play.
So the Tigers get back-to-back doubles to start things off and fail to score.
Route number 3 for your Tigers here.
And they are retired.
No runs, 2 hits.
Here in the bottom of the second inning. It's 3-1 Rogersville. As we go to the third, you're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
2 men left on base.
Taylor Insurance is proud to sponsor Republic Tiger Sports. Since 1988, Tony Taylor and the people at Taylor Insurance have served Republic by protecting their clients just like they protect their own family members. And because it's an independent insurance agency, Taylor Insurance can offer you more options based on your specific needs. Call Taylor Insurance at 732-2345. That's 732-2345. And thanks to Taylor Insurance for sponsoring Republic Tiger Sports. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In the Republic area, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state.
Welcome back. Just about ready to start the third inning, and as we do, let's have a look at that great play by Zach Higdon out in left field. Reached back and made the catch, and in the inning, and you can see down in the bottom left of the screen, Kirk Plotner was waving the runners around and saw the ball go into the glove and just kind of turned disgustedly and went back to the dugout. Great play by Higdon, and so the Tigers failed to score after putting the first 2 runners on base. And the first pitch from Landon Carter is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The book on Cade White, incidentally, never got around to that. He pitched 1 1/3 innings. He allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He walked a batter, hit 2 batters, and he struck out 2 and had a balk. And Landon Carter pitches here in the third, and the next pitch after a strike is a ball. It's 2-1 to the cleanup hitter, Noah Caro, the catcher, who struck out against White his first time up. And that pitch is a fastball that ran in on him. Good pitch by Carter, but it was a ball, and that's 3-1. Carter in danger of walking the leadoff hitter here in the third. And he does. That one was outside. And Caro trots down to first base, on base for the first time.
In the batter, the number 5 hitter, second baseman Clay Palin.
First to walk by Landon Carter. And Clay Palin, the second baseman, who singled his first time up, comes to the plate. He bats from the left side. We've got a courtesy runner down at first base for Caro. I did not get a number, and they don't have the numbers on the front of their jerseys, so unless he turns around and decides to watch tennis, I think we're not going to know who that is. I think Ken Knierim's waiting for him to turn around too. First pitch to Palin is a strike. Tayson Pringer is on deck. And they squared a bunt. It is down. Carter in to make the play. Turns and throws. Plenty of time. And he gets Palin.
Tapper out in front of the plate.
So Palin retired, and down to second base goes the courtesy runner, Noah Caro. I still remember in kindergarten, there was a kid on my team. I can't even remember the kid's name, but it was at the boys club at Springfield, and all the fields were out there. And shortstop was watching the game in the outfield. His back was turned. I don't know where I was, but I still vividly remember my shortstop facing the wrong direction.
Well, I will tell you, I don't know how many baseball players get caught watching tennis games, but I had 4 years worth of tennis practices, and I would say there's a solid 33% of my time was spent watching baseball games from tennis practice, and that is not an exaggeration.
That pitch is a strike. The count is even 1-1 to Tayson Pringer. And Carter delivers the next one. That is a check swing, and he went around. Ball was in the dirt. And the breaking pitch has Carter ahead on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pringer. It is nice. You can watch other stuff. Everything's right here. We've talked before about this campus and what a great campus it is with everything in one spot. And I think maybe that's a called strike. I thought that was a ball.
I did too, and a little bit of a late call, but I'm sure Carter will take it. And I thought it was close. It could have been either way, but
let's watch it again. Not a very emphatic punch out.
No.
The batter, center fielder Ross Lawrence.
Batter knew it though. He started to go.
Yeah, he did.
He started to go down to the dugout before the motion came. Could have said something first, and then and then the motion came to follow. But
one ball up.
I'm with you. Standing here, I mean, you could see some of soccer if that was going on, but then a good view of tennis, and if you turn around, you can see pretty much all of the football field too. Yeah. And so we've had some back and forth go between one game and another over here before.
2-0 now to Ross Lawrence, who singled and scored in the second inning. And there's a swing and a shot into center field. Lester is over, reaches up, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So a good inning for Carter and a good inning for the Tigers. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. At the end of 2.5, it's 3-1 Rogersville. We'll take a break and be back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tigers.
Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs with a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Gavin Beckner.
Bottom of the third. It's the third, fourth, and fifth hitters in the lineup due up for the Tigers. Gavin Beckner, Trace Harrington, and Tyler Burks against the Rogersville pitcher, Tanner Peterson. And the first pitch is a little bit low. Ball one. Beckner walked, stole a base. Well, it was Hendrickson who stole the base, the courtesy runner. And then Hendrickson came around to score. And that is called strike.
You think they should give credit to the big sluggers who
Well, I was just thinking about that. It's not fair that they don't get the runs. They get on base and they don't get to score the runs. That is knocked down by the third baseman and kept on the infield, but it's going to be another single for Beckner. Or another time reaching base. He walked his first time, now on with a single.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, you don't give them the stolen base, obviously, because that's not going to happen when they are on the bases, right? But then the runs is a little bit different because they definitely contributed to that run.
Yeah.
And you know how they give a half a sack in football.
Yeah,
you could have
half
a run scored.
Or if you hit a triple, you get 3/4 of a run.
Well, that would
make
make
a single. You get a quarter.
It's only a quarter. I'd support it.
Yeah.
It makes stat keeping a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I'm not going to go back and total it. I'll tell you that much. First pitch is fouled down the third baseline by Harrington. He singled his first time and drove in a run. And he lines it up the middle, one hop, toss to second for one out, and over to first, and it's a 6-4-3 double play for Willard.
Double play, 6-4-3.
Harrington hit it hard, but in precisely the wrong spot. And the leadoff single wasted. And a nice turn by Rogersville.
I thought the shortstop was going to take it himself over to second base, and I think that Harrington would have been able to leg it out had he done that. And then the throw in the dirt, it was a nice turn by Rogersville in less than ideal circumstances.
Yeah, because that's not an easy throw with the wind blowing right in the face of the second baseman. And he had to wait for the throw, so he was facing pretty much away from first.
Yeah, and then the dig at first to bail him out. All around, nice defensive outing.
1-1 the count to Tyler Burks. Burks walked his first time. And he swings and golfs it into the gap in right center, but the right fielder is over and makes the play. Good jump by Tayson Kringer as he went over and got it. And after a leadoff single, the double play erases the runner, and the Tigers are retired in the bottom of the third. No runs, one hit, nobody left on base, and we go to the fourth. Rogersville on top, 3-1.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
When these kids didn't have access to health care at school. If they needed a doctor, someone had to take them. Not anymore. In more than 15 counties throughout Missouri, Cox Health now offers virtual visits in school, so parents won't have to change plans or leave work to get their kids quality care. And kids, well, they can get back to school and learning and thriving. Virtual visits in schools from Cox Health. It's the right thing.
Zach Higdon will lead it off for Rogersville in the top of the fourth inning. Higdon, Trent, and back to the top of the order, Logan Taylor due up in the fourth for Rogersville. Higdon singled and came around to score his last time up, and he's 1 for 1. Fouls the first one off as Landon Carter's back out there, and the second pitch is the same result. Fouled off toward the first base dugout.
That's a nice location. Nice pitch from Carter.
Yep.
Yes, also the third base dugout. Nice location from Carter on the curveball, and again the same spot, and he is just pounding away at that spot.
And I think that's Kurt Plotner down the third baseline.
Yeah, it is.
He got 3 baseballs on one trip.
So do we go 4 breaking balls inside, or we go fast? We go fast.
Yep.
I was going to say it.
That's a good pitch. Good location after the 3 breaking balls inside.
I was gonna guess fastball, but I didn't get the chance to set myself up and guess. So
that one's in the dirt. Another off-speed pitch, and the count's even now, 2-2 to Higdon. 1 run in the first and 2 in the second for Rogersville. Carter retired them in the third and now faces a leadoff hitter, and that curveball swung on and missed. That's a good pitch by Landon Carter, and Higdon is down on strikes to lead off the fourth inning.
Yeah, that one almost looking more like left to right slider movement, and that one stayed about belt level too, just kind of tied up the batter.
Yeah, it broke late.
Yeah.
And so, that is slider action when it breaks late, and he didn't even look like he was ready to swing at it until it was almost on him. Cole Isles
looking like Johnny Bench down there.
Retrieves the ball. Yeah, he's got however many baseballs in one hand.
Just 3, not like 12 or whatever Bench had. But
0-1 the count. to Torrin Trent, and the next pitch is a ball. That one is a strike, 1-2. That is a good off-speed pitch. It just sort of floated in there. Carter's got his good stuff today, and that is strike 3. Waved and missed it. And Trent is retired on strikes. Third strikeout for Landon Carter. And the first 2 are retired. He's retired 5 in a row after the leadoff walk in the last inning. And the next batter is Logan Taylor, the leadoff hitter. Hit by a pitch twice, scored 1 run. And the first pitch to him is off speed. It is a ball. I thought that was going to be called strike. Wind is picking up. You can see the cable across the screen is bouncing up and down.
And look at the dirt flying across the frame there too.
It's really not that cold. Both of us are up here outside without jackets, but it's just...
Well, it is 75 minus the wind.
Yeah, wind chill of 40. Slow roller. Carter takes his time and throws out the runner. So an easy inning for Carter. 1, 2, 3. And he is now retired 6 in a row. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1 Rogersville.
Now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Looking to sell or trade your car? Henniger Chevrolet may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Henniger Chevrolet has the knowledge with no hassle or gimmicks to make your car shopping experience easy. Don't settle for what's left on a lot. Check out our selection of quality local trades at Henniger Chevrolet, and we may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Henniger Chevrolet in Republic, or view the complete inventory at HennigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Henniger every time.
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300.
We return to action, bottom of the 4th inning. Ace McWaters comes to the plate, and Tanner Peterson still on the mound, and McWaters grounds the ball sharply through the hole on the left side for a base hit. Leadoff batter is on for the 3rd time in a row for the Tigers, and they've got nothing to show for it the last 2 innings. So McWaters is on first, and Drew Schroeder comes to the plate. Schroeder doubled to lead off the last inning and ended up being stranded at 3rd. McWaters is 1 for 2 after the single to lead this one off. He's got a lead over at first base, and Tanner Peterson comes set, delivers. That's low. It gets away from the catcher, and McWaters turned back and went back to first. Didn't realize the ball had gotten behind the catcher. So missed an opportunity to get to second there.
Yeah, that one kicked away a little bit further than I think McWaters.
And he's there with 1 out, and Garrett Lester coming to the plate. Lester doubled last time too, off the back of the left fielder. And he swings and hits it hard in the huge gap between the outfielders in right center. That's going to get down, and it's going to send Schroeder to 3rd base. And Republic will have runners at the corners. I thought he actually hit that one harder than he did.
Yeah, I was with you. Just I'm not sure if it got knocked down or weird spin on it, played with the wind, or if he just didn't barrel it up like we thought he did.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit off the end of the bat. I thought that was going to get to the fence. Instead, it's a single. 1st and 3rd. That better look at the action sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Caro goes out to the mound to talk to Peterson. Blakey runs over from third base. Runners at first and third for Devin Hughes, who reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Hughes is the one who hit it back to the pitcher that resulted in the oddly long-lasting unassisted putout of the runner Schroeder. Or rather, no, it was Lester between second and third base. And there's a swing and a shot over the shortstop's head. It drops in. It scores a run. It's an RBI single for Devin Hughes. Up to second goes Lester. And in to score comes Schroeder. Second run of the game for the Tigers, and it's 3-2.
And all is well. Hughes got a little bit unlucky with a hard hit ball last time, and this one just kind of floats it over the head where no one's at and gets an RBI to show for it.
So Devin Hughes at first, Garrett Lester at second, good speed, and Connor Sandridge comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2, and he swings and pops it straight
That's you,
back.
David.
And nope, it might have gotten back here except for the wind. It ended up landing in the second row of the bleachers. It was headed here. Listen, I don't think I've ever issued the order, but if a foul ball comes back here, number one priority is not protecting me or you, it's protecting the equipment.
I'm with you. I was doing a softball game out here one time, and foul ball came, and all the equipment was right there, and the softball hit right on the railing, right in front of me. And
I think that I had COVID, and you were filling in.
Yeah, I think
the
that's
district game. Yeah.
exactly when it was. Districts against Webb City, and it was a hot shot back there. I did not have much time to react. And first game out there, and so we got lucky that day. But I'm still waiting for a foul ball back here.
2 balls, 1 strike to Connor Sandridge. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Tigers down by a run, and Sandridge swings and misses. 2-2 now as Gunnar Ellison waits on deck. The wind is just not letting up. I mean, and it's not just gusting either. It's just a constant wind of about 20, 25 miles an hour. And that one is in the dirt. Good play by Caro to keep it in front. Full count now to Sandridge.
Yeah, it's definitely gusting harder than that every once in a while.
It is gusting, but
it's staying pretty consistent.
Yeah, it's never not blowing. We've had very few calm moments out here. So 3-2 count, 1 out, and Sandridge waits for the pitch from Peterson. On the way. Swings and chops it up the third baseline foul. Sandridge stays alive. Struck out in the first, and then popped out to the third baseman in the second. Bats now in the fourth, and the Tigers down a run, 3-2. Cade White started. Landon Carter is on in relief for Republic. And Tanner Peterson, the starting pitcher, still out there, and he got Sandridge to chase ball 4. Sandridge waved at it and missed it, and he goes down on strikes for the second time. Third strikeout of the game, 2 of them of Sandridge, and it brings in Ellison. Ellison struck out in the first and then lined out to the left fielder. That's a foul ball.
That one really almost was you.
Well, I wasn't watching. I was looking down and trying to figure it out.
I was looking at the scorebook, too.
I was trying to figure out where he hit the ball and just immediately put it on the side of the base. Lester would have had to slide right into it. Breaking pitch is a called strike. That's a good pitch by Peterson, and he's ahead on the count, 1-2. 2 outs. Tigers have 2 runners on after wasting an opportunity in the last inning. They've scored 1 here, but had an opportunity for more, but an off-speed pitch gets Ellison. He strikes out for the second time, and that ends the inning. Tigers score a run on 2 base hits. 3 base hits, rather. No errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the 5th, and Rogersville still leads by 1, 3-2. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Blythe Blakey will lead it off for Rogersville in the top of the fifth inning. Landon Carter back out there for his fourth inning of work. And he gets a swing and a miss by Blakey on a slow breaking pitch. Blakey reached on an error by Lester in the first inning and then flied out to Schroeder in right his second time up. Next pitch to Beckner is outside. Ball one. It's Blakey, Lewis, and Caro, the 2-3-4 hitters. Dangerous inning for Rogersville. And a swing and a grounder to McWaters. Reaches over, goes off his glove, and then ricochets back behind Hughes for a base hit to lead off the inning for Blythe Blakey.
Single to left for Blakey.
So the single, seeing eye single through the left side.
First baseman Hunter Lewis.
McWaters made the right play trying to get to it and cut it off. That would have been the only chance to get Blakey at first. But he couldn't quite get it in the webbing of his glove. And so he's at first base with nobody out. And Hunter Lewis steps in. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Was caught trying to steal after singling his last time up. Curveball drops into the dirt, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Hunter Lewis. Rogersville scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second. All 3 runs, 2 of them earned off Cade White, the starting pitcher, and Landon Carter gets a strike. Count now is 2 balls, 1 strike. The tennis team starts things off for the 2022 spring season tomorrow against Springfield Central. That's on the road. Freshman team in action, baseball team tomorrow as well. And a swing and a hard grounder to McWaters. Throws to second for the force out. Sandridge turns it, throws over to first, and safe. Barely beating the throw is Hunter Lewis.
Blakey out at second, 5-4 on the put out.
Yeah, more of the same on the ground to the left side of McWaters going to his left this time, able to glove it. And heart of the order got a little bit of speed. I guess he wasn't moving too far to his left. That one pretty much right at him. And still not quite enough on the turn to get the double play, but
still got the lead runner, and so that's
yeah, same.
That's a help for the pitcher, Carter.
Basically just adding out to the scoreboard, and it's the only difference.
So the courtesy runner down at first for, well, that's not a courtesy runner because it's the first baseman who was on base. That's a pinch runner. I assume they'll probably re-enter with Lewis. And that curveball stays behind Noah Caro.
What a grab from
Beckner. Yeah, Beckner had to reach way over there to grab it. Caro struck out in the first inning and then walked and was stranded in the third, and he bats now with a 1 out. A 1-1 count. Big lead for the runner, and that is a breaking pitch. Caught the outside corner. Good pitch to Caro by Landon Carter, and it's 1-2. Wind has died down just a little bit momentarily, and I think it stopped there just for a moment.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
2-2. Maybe it just felt like it stopped.
Yeah, it was only blowing 15 miles an hour at that point.
Right, yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah, you couldn't even feel it.
And breaking pitch is chopped up the third baseline. They're going to grab it while it's foul.
Foul ball on the third base side.
I was just going to say 2 ground balls already for Carter so far this inning, and he would love a third one there, and that one was not what he would have wanted. That one not the type of ground ball that he would be hoping for right here. That the
edge of that grass. Otherwise, if that had been an inch over to the right, it would have stayed on the grass probably and been an infield hit. That one's outside. Beckner gets out there and scoops it. And the count's full 3-2 to Noah Caro. Clay Palin is on deck. Caro stands right in there. He's on the inside part of the box, right up on the plate. And he swings and misses and goes down on strikes for the second time. So another strikeout for Landon Carter. That's 4 for him. And it brings in the left-handed hitting Clay Palin. Palin singled and then moved a run over with a sacrifice in the third. So he's 1 for 1. And the runner's still at first base for him. And a called strike. Carter can get the ball over. He's got movement on his pitches. He changes speeds. And he's hard to hit, hard to hone in on him. That one is up high. 1-1.
Yeah, and he's definitely had everything working so far in this relief outing. And going through a Rogersville lineup that is pretty deep and was having some success early on. Obviously, not all of those were hits or the ball being put in play, but still Carter giving him a tough time here in the middle innings.
That one's down, and Beckner stops it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, Carter's only allowed 1 hit, and that was the single to start this inning off the glove of McWaters. So an infield hit, the only base hit that Rogersville has off of Landon Carter. And a fastball. Off speed, and then he pounds the fastball in on the inside corner, and Clay Palin was not going to do anything with that other than lean back from it.
No, he was leaning out of the way of that one, and that one right over the inside corner.
2-2, and the off-speed pitch. He stayed alive by getting a piece of it and fouling it back to the screen.
Yeah, it's a nice piece of hitting right there from Palin to hang around for that one after seeing the fastball up and in on him and then being able to fight away the curve outside. It's a nice job to hang in there, but still got an uphill battle.
Tayson Pringer on deck for Rogersville. Next pitch from Carter is swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the inning, and the 5th strikeout of the outing for Landon Carter, and he retires the side in the top of the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, an infield single, a runner left on base, and 1 runner left on, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Rogersville on top, 3-2. Back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics.
Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning, leading off Gavin Beckner, and he immediately greets the new pitcher Brady Buckman with a line shot single into left field. Beckner on to lead off the inning. And Brady Buckman in to pitch for the Wildcats.
Pitching for the Wildcats, number 18,
4 innings pitched for the starter.
Tiger batter, first baseman
Tanner Peterson.
Trace Harrington.
Ball gets away, and there goes Beckner. That was way outside.
That is what you call a wild pitch.
Definitely a wild pitch.
Definition.
And that is 19. Yeah, that is 19. Brady Buckman pitching for Rogersville. So immediately a runner in scoring position off Buckman, and Trace Harrington stands in. Singled and then hit into a double play on a tough luck grounder right at the shortstop. Well hit ball, but he's got a 3-0 count now and a chance to reach base as the Tigers try to put the first two on. And a swing and a high fly ball into shallow center field. It's going to blow out to middle center field, and then it is caught. The wind has actually died down somewhat. Otherwise, that would have been a little bit more of an adventure. Harrington swinging on 3-0 and flew out to center. And it brings in Tyler Burks. So Beckner has to stay at second, and Burks, the designated hitter, comes to the plate with 1 out. McWater's on deck.
Runner at first, 1 out. Now batting DH.
Burks walked and then flied out to right field. And that pitch is in the dirt. Caro kept it in front of him. And Beckner can't go anywhere.
Well, you said it had died down.
It had. I didn't say it. In my defense, I didn't say it was going to stay died down.
No, that's fair.
But if it were blowing like this 2 minutes ago, that might have been a little more. It would have been
more of an adventure.
Yeah. Swing and a miss by Burks. He tried to turn on it and missed everything. Swung right through it. And the count is 1-1. Republic with single tallies in the first and the fourth. And they bat here with a runner at second base and 1 out.
Seeing Beckner got courtesy ran for last time, but he's dancing around out there at second base with a with a pretty big lead. And
yeah.
He's trying to get that run in his stat sheet.
Yeah, you're going to let me stay out here? I'm going to score.
Yeah, might as well.
1-1 the count to Burks. And credit to Landon Carter, who's coming on for the Tigers and kept this game close. Hasn't allowed a run since he came in. And an off-speed pitch, and Burks couldn't wait. You could see him start to trigger the swing and didn't realize the ball wasn't going to be there by the time the bat came through. And again, pitcher turns around and keeps an eye on Beckner. Now, Beckner's moving around back there, but he's not got that big a lead. But that's a big run, I guess. Ball in the dirt, and Beckner will go. And now the throw goes into left field, and Beckner's going to try and score. The throw is not going to get him. Beckner trots home, and the wild pitch and the error on the catcher, and the Tigers have tied the game.
Throwing error to third.
Yeah, you said not a big league, but big enough for Beckner to just be able to strike in case something happened, and definitely happened there. Ball in the dirt. Beckner, no hesitation, takes off for third, and then a little bit of help on the back end as that one goes into left field.
So the unearned run scores for the Tigers, and we're all knotted up at 3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's see if the Tigers can start another rally. Fastball stays high for Burks, and he's got a 2-2 count. 3-2 count. One out. Next one to Burks on the way. Curveball. That's going to be a called strike.
That's a great pitch.
Burks thought it was a ball and started down to first, and
Strike 3 on Burks for the second out of the inning.
then heard the umpire getting ready to punch him out.
That's just spotted perfectly on the outside part of the
Yep.
plate. Burks had already walked earlier in this one, so keen to get another free pass there, and was not the case.
Fastball high to Ace McWaters. McWaters singled his last time up, and he's 1 for 2. And there's a shot down the line, foul out in front of that one. Hit it hard.
I think that hit the wall down there in the corner. I'm not sure if it. I thought it went over for a second, but someone from the dugout going out there to retrieve it. So
that one's an off-speed pitch outside. Three and 1 to Ace McWaters. Drew Schroeder on deck. He's got a double. He scored a run. Thinning.
Toss across to Hunter Lewis for the
McWater thinning.
Toss across to Hunter Lewis for the
McWater's out 6-3, but the Tigers score a run.
6-3 on the put out for
Without the benefit, they had one base hit, but then a wild pitch, another wild pitch, and an error on the catcher, and Beckner came all the way around to score an unearned run.
Score now, your Republic Tigers 3.
And we are all tied up at 3. We go to the 6th. And we are all tied up at 3. We go to the 6th. All even. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports, and they'd love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:45. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12, and that begins at 6 o'clock. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook or online at destinychurch.me. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric.
Landon Carter back out there for the Tigers as they've evened the score at 3 apiece. Tanner Peterson, the starter for Rogersville, went 4 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. Walked 2, struck out 4. And then the Tigers scored their 3rd run in the last inning off of Brady Buckman. An unearned run. So each team with an unearned run. And the leadoff hitter for Rogersville is Ross Lawrence. Lawrence is 1 for 2. Scored a run in the 2nd inning. And he takes the ball from Landon Carter. The count's even 1-1. Carter's done fine work since coming in with just 1 out in the 2nd inning. Pitch is a strike. I said Lawrence. It's Pringer. Tayson Pringer. Lawrence is on deck.
And Pringer was ducking out of the way of that breaking pitch from Carter.
And he checked his swing, and they make the tag. And that was kind of a weird. Did the umpire check?
He did check, and it was rung up at third base, but then it was dropped third strike, or at first base rather, and then it was a drop third strike. So
well, he came out of there like he intended to call the strike, but then he checked first. But he just immediately checked, I guess. I thought he was calling a strike, but that's a strikeout of Pringer to lead off the inning. That's 3 strikeouts in a row by Landon Carter, and he's got 6 in the game. Six strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings of work for Landon Carter. Next pitch way outside to Lawrence. Lawrence singled and scored in the second inning and then flew out to center field his last time up. And a swing and a chopper toward the Rogersville dugout. Counts even 1-1.
And I tell you what, it might be 70-plus degrees outside, but we slowly made our way to the shade as this one has come on, and the wind blowing as hard as it is. It's getting a little bit chilly out here.
It is. There's a swing and a fly ball to center. Lester comes in and reached up and made the play. That was not hit very high in the air, but the wind has picked up again, and he had to jump up to catch it.
Yeah, a little bit harder than it should have been for Lester out there in center on a routine fly ball.
When he started in, I thought that's not a very good idea.
No.
And luckily, he stopped after a couple steps.
Today, it's the first 5 steps are back. That's the rule if you're in the outfield.
Yeah. First pitch is strike to Zach Higdon. Higdon 1 for 2 with a run scored. And strike 2, and Carter kind of dropped down 3/4 on that one, even a little more than usual. And he's got Higdon in the hole 0-2. Landon Carter, great pitching performance today, and the Tigers have come from behind to tie it up against a good Rogersville club. Rogersville off to a 4-1 start. And a swing and a pop-up. It's going to stay playable for McWaters. And he makes the catch. McWaters makes the catch, and the side retired in order by Landon Carter. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base at the end of 5 1/2. All knotted up at 3 apiece. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
Half of the 6th inning. Score.
Taylor Insurance is proud to sponsor Republic Tiger Sports. Since 1988, Tony Taylor and the people at Taylor. Commercial or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs with a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com.
Drew Schroeder will lead it off for the Tigers in the bottom of the 6th inning. All tied up at 3. It'll be Schroeder, Lester, and Hughes due up for Republic in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Andrew Schroeder.
And the first pitch from Buckman is a called strike. Buckman out there for his 2nd inning of work. He allowed an unearned run in the 5th after coming in relief of Tanner Peterson. Big right-hander from the windup, delivers. And it's in the dirt. Ball 1. Boy, Caro's getting a workout back there. He's had a couple of pitchers who are not afraid to throw it up there in the dirt. And he's done a good job with runners on base of keeping the ball in front of him for the most part, although it was an error by Caro that allowed Beckner to come in and score after the wild pitch in the last inning. Next pitch to Schroeder is lined past the third baseman into left field. And how about Drew Schroeder?
He's hot.
Red hot. I think he had only been retired twice coming into today.
And if he keeps up, Coach Kerplunner are going to have a tough time not moving him up in the lineup a little bit.
Center fielder Garrett Lester.
Yeah, he reaches base for the second time, a double and a single, and he's hit the ball hard 3 times. And a swing and a pop-up, foul, back, out of play.
So there is the argument to be made, though, that, if Drew Schroeder is batting 7th in the lineup consistently and he's having a lot of success there, then why do you want to switch up what's working for him in the first time? Sometimes just that mental psyche of, being moved up or down in the lineup can affect the play.
That's true.
And, so I don't know, where do you fall in on that conversation?
I don't have an opinion.
That's why you're up here and not down there.
That's right. I have as few opinions as possible. Speaking of hot, Lester is 2 for 2 today, and he's off to a good start this season. Lester, coming into the day, was only hitting .250, but his on-base percentage was .571. He draws a bunch of walks, and he takes the ball there. And the count's even 1-1 to Garrett Lester. Drew Schroeder down at first. He's the go-ahead run. The Tigers trailed 3-1, scored single runs in the 4th and the 5th, and have evened the score here against Rogersville. Buckman checks the... Again, Carroll keeps it from getting away and keeps the runner there. Lester is not going to swing maybe as often as other high school hitters at a bad pitch. So you get him 1 and 2, and he lays off that one. Got a great batting eye.
Yeah, that not a bad pitch. That one a nice 2-2 pitch right off the inside part of the plate with the breaking stuff. But yeah, Lester, really good eye, not going to bite.
3 base hits coming into the game and 8 walks. Now he's got 5 base hits and 8 walks, and he lays off the fastball, and he works a walk again. 9 walks on the season for Garrett Lester.
Garrett Lester, good at bat.
And
so how many strikeouts do you know? I would assume not very many, but
not very many. But I hit the wrong button. And I got 7 strikeouts.
Still a positive ratio.
Yep. So a single and a walk to start the inning. And Devin Hughes stands in. First baseman's way in. They're expecting a bunt. And Hughes does square around, and he gets it down. No, it hit him twice. While he was in the box, it came up and hit him again.
It ran in on him just a little bit, and it was in a good spot had it not hit him. But
9 base hits for the Tigers today, including one by Drew Schroeder to lead off this inning. He's at second base with nobody out. Garrett Lester is at first after working a walk. He can get a big lead with the first baseman way in. So anything into the outfield, and he'll have a chance to get to third. Hughes squares, gets it down. Good bunt. Throw is to the second baseman who's covering. And Hughes is retired 1-4 on the sacrifice. Runners move up.
Moves the runners up 90 feet. Schroeder to third, Lester to second. 1 out.
And it brings up Connor Sandridge with 1 out.
And Sandridge has had a rough go at the plate today. And a lot of options open for Coach Plotner and Sandridge and the Tigers.
And we'll see. I wonder if they're going to change pitchers here or just talk over the strategy. Lester is going to jog over to Kurt Plotner and Drew Schroeder at third base. They'll talk things over while Rogersville gets its strategy set. Bottom of the 6th. So if the Tigers can score here, they only need 3 more outs to win it. But they've got to get this run across, and preferably 2 runs at least across. Both of them in scoring position with just 1 out.
And got to think it would be back to Landon Carter on the mound. Does that happen? Because he's been rolling through this one.
Yeah, and I don't know what his pitch count is. That would be the only thing.
I don't think it would be too high because he's been pretty efficient with them. But
yeah, and he wasn't out there to start, so yep. I would think he'd be all right. So Rogersville has talked things over. Everybody's going to go back to their positions. Back to second base goes Garrett Lester. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning.
And the Rogersville going to bring the infield in. Middle infield playing just past the grass.
Second baseman Connor Sandridge.
First base in a couple steps on the grass. But you don't have to get it very far in the air to put it over the infield today.
Sandridge swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. 0-1. He struck out twice and he popped out to third. Had a runner at third and less than 2 out earlier and failed to get him home. And that one is inside and it hits him. I thought it hit him. Did it not?
I definitely thought it did.
I guess not.
I guess
that was a weird illusion from where I'm sitting.
I really thought it got him on the jersey right there.
So it's 2-0. It's a ball. And he laid off a pitch outside. And it's 2-1. The scoreboard has 3-0, but it's 2-1.
Yeah,
I thought that first pitch was a strike.
Yeah, it was. I'm telling you, that second one got him. I'm convinced.
2 balls, 1 strike, and a line drive into left field, right at the left fielder. Runner tags. We may get a play at the plate. Nope, the throw is not nearly in time. And the sacrifice fly for Sandridge gets the run home. Schroeder slides across, and the RBI for Sandridge. And the Tigers take the lead for the first time, 4-3.
Yeah, nothing better when you're having a rough day at the plate, but then you step up to the plate with a runner on third base with less than 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning, and you can get the job done with the sac fly to left field. And that was a liner. That was hit pretty hard, and it got out to left field in a hurry, but Schroeder more than enough time to tag up, especially with this wind.
And it brings in Ellison, who takes a strike on the outside corner. Still have a runner in scoring position. That's Garrett Lester. He's down at second with 2 out now. And Ellison is another hitter who struggled today for the Tigers, 0 for 3. Top 2 in the order were a combined 0 for 6 coming into this inning. Would be nice to see both of them get RBIs in the 6th.
Yeah, an 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts to add to it. And not many other strikeouts on the day. Other than that, I think just one other one.
Yep, I think you're right. Ellison with a 1-1 count. Waits for the next pitch from Buckman. And he swings and hits it hard, but on 2 hops right at the second baseman. Throw over to second is in time, and the side's retired. But the Tigers score a run, and they take the lead. A leadoff single by Drew Schroeder. He comes around to score on the sacrifice fly by Sandridge, and the Tigers are on top 4-3 as Landon Carter heads back to the mound for the 7th. He'll try to close it out for the Tigers. And we'll have it for you after this timeout. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with 1 tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Top of the 7th inning, Rogersville coming to bat, trailing by 1, 4-3. Torrin Trent, Logan Taylor, Blythe Blakey due up for Rogersville. 9-1-2 in the batting order.
Hitting for shortstop Torrin Trent.
Nope, it's Brady Buckman. number 19, who's been pitching, who's out there.
And an important first out you feel for Carter right here, as if you don't get this man out, then it's going back to the top of the order. And even though the top of the order hasn't done a whole lot today, still dangerous obviously coming up. And Carter going on multiple innings of work now, so never know what's going to happen there, but ties it up 1-1.
Oh, curveball froze him, and it stayed inside. Oh, boy, if there was no way he was going to be able to do anything with that. No. Carter just missed. 2-1. Fastball popped up. And back goes the shortstop, Devin Hughes. That wasn't an easy play.
I was getting a little nervous as that one kept floating, and wasn't sure exactly who was going to try to get that one, but Hughes made it look pretty easy there. Didn't really have to worry, or just kind of cruised under there and stuck the glove up.
Kind of caught it off the end of the bat, and Hughes drifted out and made the play. And so back to the leadoff hitter, Logan Taylor, and that's a curveball, a ball, 1-0. Taylor hit by a pitch to lead off the game, and he advanced to second on a balk, then came in to score. He was hit by a pitch his second time up, and he leans away from that one. Then he grounded back to the pitcher in the fourth inning, so he's 0 for 1 with a run scored. And that one is a fastball. Called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Logan Taylor.
And Carter missed with a couple off speed, so he had to go back to the fastball, and there's the off speed.
And a little chopper, and it must have hit him on the leg on the way down. A dead ball called. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So now he can really go wherever he wants with it. Missed on 2 curveballs, and then back to the fastball for a strike, and then a curveball low for strike 2. Got him right where he wants him.
And a check swing right back to Carter. Gloves it, runs over, and tosses it to Harrington. And the Tigers are 1 out away from the win.
Pitcher for out number 2.
Yeah, I love the sequence there, as I just said, and went back to the breaking stuff down low in the zone and tried to hold back on it, but not able to do so. And then Carter staying composed rather. And wow, we got there. And so did Carter. Ran it over to first, basically himself.
So 1 out away, and the first pitch is a called strike to Blythe Blakey. Rogersville 4-1. Republic trying to even its record. They are 3-4 before today, and that is in the dirt. Ball 1. Carter came in with 1 out in the second inning. So he's pitched 5 1/3 and has not yet allowed a run. And a breaking ball. Chopped foul outside of third, and now they're 1 strike away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Blakey. Landon Carter trying to close it out for the Tigers. He has been fantastic today. Six strikeouts in 5 1/3. And the next one is a fastball, check swing in the dirt. He strikes him out. Gavin Beckner applies the tag, and the Tigers win it. Landon Carter comes in and closes out the game. The Tigers come back. They score single runs in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, and Landon Carter, the winning pitcher, as the Tigers win their 4th game of the season. Final score, Republic 4, Rogersville 3. Back to wrap up the broadcast after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Looking to sell or trade your car? Henniger Chevrolet may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Henniger Chevrolet has the knowledge with no hassle or gimmicks to make your car shopping experience easy. Don't settle for what's left on a lot. Check out our selection of quality local trades at Henniger Chevrolet, and we may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Henniger Chevrolet in Republic, or view the complete inventory at HennigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Henniger every time.
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, Call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Tigers get the win, 3-2. Or rather, 4-3. And Landon Carter is the winning pitcher. Carter came in for Cade White with one out in the second inning. Pitched 5 2/3 innings, allowed just 2 base hits, did not allow a run, walked one, hit a batter, and struck out 7. The Tigers, after Rogersville broke on top 1-0, scored a single run in the first. Rogersville scored 2 in the second to take a 3-1 lead. But Republic, in the fourth, got a leadoff single by Ace McWaters. He was forced out at second on a fielder's choice, and Drew Schroeder was on base. Lester singled. Devin Hughes singled, and that drove in Schroeder and made the score 3-2. In the fifth inning, the Tigers got a leadoff single from Gavin Beckner, advanced to second on a wild pitch, advanced to third on a wild pitch, came in to score on a throwing error by the catcher, and that made the score 3-3. Schroeder led off the inning in the sixth with a single. Garrett Lester walked. And then Devin Hughes sacrificed the runners over, and then a sacrifice fly by Connor Sandridge allowed Schroeder to score, and that was the game-winning run as the Tigers win it. Final score 4-3. Rogersville falls to 4-2. Tigers improve to 4-4, and it was a good win today for the Tigers over the Wildcats. That's going to do it for Tiger Baseball. For Jack Cook, I'm David Brazil. Thanks for tuning in and watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.